Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover, sponsored by the Saxenia family, powered by JM&E, and streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Roku via BS3 TV, BS3 Network. If you have a Roku streaming device, you can just download it, BS3 TV. If not, you can go to bs3network.com or bs3tvlive.com. I am KG Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review. My goodness, I got a lot of information to share with you in this 55 minutes and change edition of the Takeover. In fact, I may even have to add some more content on my own Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel to get it all in, because it's a lot to share. First things first, I always start with my alma mater, the University of Houston. Made some news, some positive news. UH received a $10 million gift to support athletics. The University of Houston has received a generous $10 million gift from the Michael and Rebecca Simo Family Foundation to support UH athletics, specifically the construction and maintenance of the new Memorial Hermann Football Ops Center. In recognition of the gift, the West End scoreboard at TDECU Stadium, which I guess will be renamed, have a new name soon, will be named in the Simo family's honor. Quote from President Couture: "We're incredibly grateful for the Simo Family Foundation's legacy of support for the university. Their long-standing commitment is invaluable, and this generous gift will further elevate our football program, enhancing our competitiveness in the Big 12. And this is a really touching part. It holds special significance following the recent passing of former Regent Michael Simo," end quote. Justin, how you doing, man? Yes, this is not a Fertitta contribution. See, I know we got other alums out there at Houston who have money. This is just another example of it. How you doing, Justin? Got a lot to share with you today, my man. Thank you for chiming in on this edition of the Takeover. Michael Simo and his family have a long history of giving to the university. Simo earned his bachelor's degree in economics from UH in 1968 and enjoyed a successful career in retail marketing and corporate finance. He was a valued member of the Dean's Advisory Board at the C.T. Bauer College of Business. That's my college where I finished from, got my degree, and was appointed to the UH System Board of Regents in 2001, where he served for 6 years, including 2 as vice chairman. Plans for the $130 million football ops center were announced last year, just a few weeks after UH officially entered the Big 12 Conference. The facility, which has, this is good news, which has approximately 10 months remaining until completion, will feature athlete performance centers, and academic support services suite, state-of-the-art locker rooms, and office space for Cougar football coaches and staff. Corey, how you doing, Mr. Buckeye? Well, grandfather was a Buckeye. It's all right, Corey. You still count. You're still part of the family. It will also provide additional premium seating options at the stadium with 14 suites and a 450-seat club section. Quote from new AD Eddie Nunez: "The Simo family's generosity demonstrates a deep commitment to the future of UH athletics, particularly our football program. This investment will enhance the student-athlete experience, allowing them to compete at the highest level and ensure we can continue to build a program that fosters excellence both on and off the field," end quote. Pause right there. I don't know how much Eddie Nunez had a hand in sealing this deal or first establishing this deal with the foundation. He was able to seal the deal. That's more important. But me and Justin on the same wavelength a lot of times during these shows. From Justin, it appears a lot of people like the new AD, I was going to say, you read my mind, Justin. I've heard from more than a few folks who have said Mr. Nunez has done a better job than the person he replaced. I'll just leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say. Just leave it at that. Okay. This came out like an hour ago. Got this email. Jamal Shead, former UH basketball star, launches gold and silver trading coin collection with Celebrity Mint. Yeah. Former UH guard Jamal Shead is slated to release his line of solid gold and silver trading coins with Houston's Celebrity Mint on October 17th. So next Thursday, the Toronto Raptors rookie point guard partnered with the pioneering collectibles brand early this year for a name, image, and likeness deal to produce 112 cards highlighting his career accomplishments. It is the first collegiate NIL deal for Celebrity Mint's NIL branch, Celebrity Mint U. Quote from Mr. Shead: "I'm thrilled to release my limited edition gold and silver collectibles with Celebrity Mint. Houston is home, and commemorating my time there with these cards is an honor. They're truly one of a kind, and I think they'll make a unique piece of memorabilia for Cougs fans and basketball fans alike," end quote. Certified, all that info right there. Crafted with 3 grams of solid silver to celebrate Shead being one of 15 players in Houston program history with 100 career victories. In addition, 12 ultra rare gold cards made with 0.5 grams of solid gold will commemorate Shead being named the 2023-24 Big 12 Conference Player of the Year. We all know Shead became one of the most decorated players in Houston basketball history during his standout 4-year career. Shead's collection of gold and silver trading coins can be purchased at his website, celebritymint.com. Y'all need to pay me for this info I'm sharing with everybody. But the collection debuts next Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Variations include, you got 40 cards made from 3 grams of solid silver, 40 cards made from 3 grams of solid silver with certified Shead autographs, 20 cards made from 3 grams solid silver featuring vibrant colorways, and certified Shead autographs, and then 12 cards made from 0.5 gram solid gold with certified Shead autographs. Here's a little bit of how they look. See if I can make it a little bit bigger here. So yeah, that's the gold one. You see with the autograph, Shead autograph on it. That's the front part of the card. And just for this moment, I'm going to remove the banner for my sponsor, Mr. Saxenian, who without him, a lot of days it wouldn't be a Houston Roundball review. But he's come through time and time again. But there's the front of the card and the back of the card. You see, that's the gold version of it. And somewhere on here, way up there. So there you go. There's the front of it. The back of the card has the little QR code. And then you got the silver autograph on the front. And the back of it also QR code. And then another version of the silver. So there you go. Next Thursday, October 17th, you can go to that website. And if you want to make a purchase of one of those collectibles, the 112 collectibles for Mr. Jamal Shead, Houston Cougar legend, and Toronto Raptors rookie guard, have at it. So there you go, Jamal Shead. Good luck to you. And I think the Raptors come to town to face the Rockets on a Sunday. And I want to say it's like the Sunday of the big game in the NFL. So I'm not sure how many folks are going to be at that game. You obviously be earlier in the day, but still. But anyhow, The Rockets. Not going to talk about preseason and oh my gosh, Rockets going overtime in a preseason game should be against the NBA law. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. Shame on Ackerman and Ryan for putting it in the universe last night, and then it happened. Oh my goodness. But the Rockets made some different kind of news. They're announcing some enhancements for fans' entertainment this season. So I saw that GMs are already expecting Reed Shepherd to be Rookie of the Year. We're going to talk about that on probably Friday. I'm going to do a Let's Talk Houston Rockets show Friday or Saturday this week. So a lot of folks are high on Reed Shepherd as Rookie of the Year. Reed Shepherd is talented, but I mean, what does that say about the rest of the class? You know, we're not even going to start. Whatever. Anyway, but here we go. Some arena and game experience enhancements. Toyota Center will debut a new scoreboard this season, showcasing a cutting-edge 6,200 square foot display that boasts 84% more LED surface area than the previous version and measures approximately 34 feet high by 57 feet wide. The scoreboard, which was developed, who cares, they're not paying me, features a seamless curved design that enables content to wrap fluidly around the entire center hung display, creating the effect of one continuous screen. Ooh. It also features the ability to provide engaging team content, live stats, and team and premier sponsor animations throughout the game. That's important. Got to get that money. The new scoreboard includes 4 underbelly screens, creating crystal clear views for courtside and lower bowl seats. Additionally, the game control room has been upgraded from the previous area on the event level to the upper bowl of the arena. This move provides the Rockets production crew with a first-hand view of the scoreboard, allowing them to help take the fan experience to the next level. Yay! The state-of-the-art scoreboard features brand new LED digital lighting elements, new audio speakers, and will aid with pre-game introductions by incorporating smoke effects via rocket boosters intended to replicate a rocket launch and create a dynamic environment for fans. Ooh. The boosters will also be utilized to help celebrate Rockets' victories. And guess what? That's how they look. That's fire, right, Justin? I mean, hey, money well spent. Ain't my money, but it's kind of neat, kind of impressive. And as an old person, and as my ears get more and more sensitive, booming music out of those loudspeakers, I'm not really a fan of that. But scoreboard looks nice. You know, the smoke coming out. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You know, this is true. Indeed. You cannot say it. I mean, you can say it, you'd be wrong. You can say Tillman doesn't spend money, but you'd be wrong because he spends his money. Here, the arena enhancements, the new training facility for the Rockets, all the money he spent over at UH. So he's spending his money. But back to the info. The PNC Club, also y'all need to be paying me for saying that, which is located behind the team benches on the east side of Toyota Center, now offers fans an enhanced experience with a chic interior design. Like that, Justin? Chic. Guests will enjoy elevated food and beverage selections, a luxurious new look, as well as more convenient access. The Rockets did not send a picture of this, so I don't know what it looks like. Fans will be able to enter the renovated club via tunnels in sections 119 and 121, with the tunnels allowing for easier access for guests of the building. With prime positioning near the Rockets player tunnel, the Golden Nugget Club and Lexus Lounge remain as premier locations for upscale hangout spots, offering guests with money like Justin and Corey one-of-a-kind opportunities for exclusive and unique player interactions. Next, more info. The Rockets are excited to bring back a fan favorite promotion in collaboration with Whataburger to help fans gear up for the fourth quarter. At any home game, if the visiting team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the final quarter, everyone in attendance at Toyota Center, that's not accurate because media doesn't get that. So it's not everyone in attendance, will be rewarded with free Whataburger. Trust me, I've tried. This promotion is aimed to add an extra level of engagement for the crowd as they are encouraged to make noise for all trips to the free throw line from opposing players. Established professional host and reporter, Coog, Lauren Leal, or was it Lauren Leal? Depends if you want to hear Espanol or if you're going to be a gringo. Joins the Rockets as the team's in-arena co-host for the 2024-25 season, having previously worked for UH football and basketball, as well as the Houston Dynamo. Good to see her. Guess I'll see her Tuesday at the Rockets preseason game against the Pels. Nationally syndicated radio host Kiati Brown will return to co-host alongside Lauren with PA announcer Jonathan Sanford. Oh, sorry about Jonathan. I didn't put your name in bold. My fault. And in-arena DJ Palmo, also returning to create one of the NBA's top entertainment experiences. The Clutch City Dancers and Rockets launch crew will remain staples at all Rockets home games. All right. Captivating fans with electrifying performances. Oh, what is this? Justin says, I remember had one promotion a few years ago with Jack in the Box. Our section got gift card with different amounts. You got the $100 gift card? Oh, hey, congrats. There are more than 20 different concession stands available for fans to try when they visit the building. The upgraded concession stands feature a new sleek design and will provide, that's a good question. There wasn't any info in the press release today. I'm sure it's still have the red rowdies. Although I haven't seen anything about tryouts though, but I'm assuming they still have them. The upgraded portable concession stands feature a new sleek design and will provide faster service this season. Okay. Toyota Center is also adding additional grab-and-go market options this season, located in sections 114, 403, and 413, which will allow fans to purchase their favorite items without missing game action. I got to see that. See that in practice, all right? Newer items available this season include andouille sausage sandwich with crawfish etouffee. Ooh, wonder how much that costs. Chicken kung pao hot rice wrap, crispy honey buffalo chicken sandwiches, and more. All right. More money. Upgrading the food. The Rockets' updated bag policy permits bags no larger than 4x6x2, diaper bags, and medical bags, subject to search upon entry. Fans who do bring larger bags than the permitted size will be allowed to check bags at the team's storage lockers outside of the team shop entrance or the Sky Bridge entrance located on level 3 of the Tundra Garage. To ensure a quicker and more convenient, hassle-free entry process, fans can now add tickets to their mobile wallet ahead of time. And then lastly, some info about ticket sales. Entering this season, the Rockets boast their highest season ticket renewal rate since 2019. Talented team, good coach, winning helps all of that. Fans eager to catch their glimpse of this year's team can attend the lift-off party this Sunday, October 13th at 11:15. That's too early. I'll have to miss that then. I'll still be doing things at church. At Toyota Center, featuring the annual open practice and a special appearance from Hall of Famer Rudy Tomjanovich. All guests must register at rockets.com. Rudy T is the first head coach, well, the first and only head coach to refer to me by my nickname from back in the day. Let's see how old anyone is. If you are old enough to know my nickname, my radio nickname from back in the day when I was appearing on 16 Radio with my man Matt Jackson and Jeremy Foster, and then later on, Adam Wexler. Who remembers my nickname? It's also a character on SNL had this name, and they even made it into a movie. But it was my nickname as well. CA37, how are you? What young Rockets player do I think won't be a part of? I'm assuming you're talking about the core. You're talking about guys like Nate Hinton or folks like that. Won't be a part of the long-term future. Shingun will be here. Does Jayshawn Tate count a part of that? Is he too old, CA37, for your question? Let's see, Cam Whitmore, my man Thompson, Reed Shepard, Jalen Green, Jabari, Tari, the nice young core right there. That's a great question. Justin chimes in. He's still not high on Jalen. He's got to prove it this year. He wants that money. So I think either Jabari or Jalen. And if it's Jabari, it'd be really another dig in my worry when I said after his draft that I thought he'd have a better pro career than young fella from Duke. And boy, that's wrong on that one, Mr. Bankero. So yeah. But Alpi Shingun, it seems like Alpi and his folks are closer to getting a contract deal done like that. So than Jalen's folks. So we'll see. But Justin, no worries. And are you not? I knew you weren't old enough. But if anybody else is watching on Facebook and YouTube or on the BS3 Network on Roku, if you're old enough, we're going back. So 25 years or so. 20. Let's see. Oh heck, maybe almost at the beginning. 28 years ago, when I had this nickname. So I'll mention it before the bottom of the hour. Just remind me. No one guesses it between now and 12:30. But yeah, just something to put, toss out there. When I saw Coach Rudy T's name mentioned, he said it to me on the air, which is cool because I was on there with Matt. I think we were talking NBA draft. I think that's how it worked. But yeah, Rudy T was sitting. Yeah, I think it was. We did the show from Mattress Max Tennis Club. 4 hours talking draft. Yep, I did all that way back when. All right, let's see. Let's talk, because I don't think anybody who's watching right now predicted that Coach Willie Fritz and his Houston Cougars football team would defeat TCU last Friday like they did with a 30-19 victory. Defense played well. Offense, Kris started quarterback, got it done with his arm and his legs. Got off that schneid, got on the scoreboard, got rid of that 0, 2 straight shutout losses, restored some hope in the Coug Nation. all those positives. They're off this week. Their next game is next Saturday, the 19th, against the Kansas Jayhawks, who are struggling more than the Cougs were prior to last Friday's win at TCU. So, KU's struggling. I think the game is the Jayhawks' homecoming. So the Cougars are KU's visiting opponent for their homecoming. So I'm not sure what that means. A lot of teams used to be you try to get a gimme win for your homecoming. Used to be. So I'm not sure what that says, but what KU thought about Houston, or if the Big 12 thought about it, and let's go ahead and put Houston there. The game will be on ESPN Plus, so that says a lot about both teams, I think, and their ability to draw a large crowd on a linear network. but it's a chance for the Cougs to go 2-0, win 2 straight games, excuse me, and then who knows? Because ironically, the Cougs' opponent for homecoming is Utah, the Utah Utes. Yeah. That's an upgrade in competition right there. But yes, correct. Coach Fritz and the staff were planning to rotate again QBs, but Zion, they would stay with the hot hand. Zion Kris was a hot hand. That 71-yard rushing touchdown he had before the half said it. You're the hot hand. And then he suffered an injury to his arm, and Donovan Smith came in that fourth quarter and had a key game-clinching drive to seal the victory. So, yeah, I think Coach Fritz will stick with Zion Kris for the rest of the season as long as he does his job. Play well, make the right decisions. The offense has been simplified for both quarterbacks. And don't make mistakes. Limit your mistakes. Don't turn it over. Don't lose fumbles. Don't have bad interceptions. Just make the right reads. Keep the game simple. And try to be mistake-free. And then we'll see how it all plays out. But yes, Houston Cougar football is off this Saturday. The men basketball staff Coach Sampson is having his annual coaches clinic for the high school coaches in the greater Houston area. I think it might be a state, but high school coaches around the area to attend. I'm going to be there as well to see what it's like, because I think part of it is open for media. So I'm going to stop by and check it out. So looking forward to that. Coach Sampson and Rice head coach Rob Lanier and Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl attended the press conference on Wednesday, October 9th for the Battleground 2K24. That video is posted on the United Sports Entertainment YouTube channel. That my friend Rossi Karen is the owner of and putting on everything. Did a nice job with the press conference. It was well done. Streamed live on YouTube on his channel yesterday. You can check it out. There are no visits that I know of scheduled. Official visits, and speaking for the class of 25. Because, I know unofficials, they're unofficial, so they don't count toward anybody for them. So unofficials I don't really hear about. And CA37, thank you for that, because I'm going to play a clip from that. And let's go and take a break right now, and I'll come back playing a clip from my interview with Isiah Harwell and his dad. The clip I'm going to show is with both Mr. Ron Harwell and Isiah Harwell. Isiah Harwell, Coogs commit from the class of 2025. Top 10, top 15 player in the country. The full interview is available on Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Received a lot of positive comments, feedback from it. I enjoyed talking to both of them. Isiah's dad said to me 2-3 weeks ago that he would arrange it. Had to check Isiah's schedule, because Isiah was participating in some camps and things of that sort. But ironically, surprisingly, he reached out to me Tuesday evening and, hey, are you good for in like a couple hours? I said, yes, sir, I can be. Okay, we're good to go. I said, all right, I'll set it up. And that's what we did. So it wasn't like I had planned days ahead, about 2-hour notice, and we got it done. But you are watching this edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover, sponsored by the Saxenian family, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Facebook via the Houston Roundball Review Facebook page, YouTube via the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel, and of course on Roku via the BS3 Network. And if you're new to the show or new to BS3, here is a quick promo clip to give you an indication of what BS3 TV, BS3 Network is all about. Be back shortly.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Welcome back to this edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover of the Lunch Break, powered by JM&E. This show is sponsored by the Saxenian family. They'll be sponsoring the show for the rest of this month. And then once hoop season starts for college hoops, we'll go from there. I'm trying to get another sponsor for the show the rest of this year and throughout 2025. Very quickly, tonight, game 1 of the 2024 WNBA Finals. Top 2 teams meeting in the finals. That's rare. The Minnesota Lynx at the New York Liberty, 7 o'clock on ESPN. 5-game series, best of 5. Who you got? Give me your thoughts. Make your predictions. Honestly, I didn't believe New York would make it to the finals. I thought they'd lose to the Aces, but New York was a better team. Aces didn't have enough bullets in the gun on offense or defense. And Sabrina Ionescu said, not this year. So I'm looking forward to the matchup. Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Bridget Carlton, Kayla McBride, 2 good head coaches. Should be a fun series. I'll be shocked if it's a sweep either way. Justin says he's going with the Liberty. And if so, be the Liberty's first WNBA championship. They're one of the original 8 WNBA franchises. And I think will be the only one of that original that still exists to yet to win a title. So the Lynx have 4. Got 4 championships in like a 6 or 7 year span. So I'd be good with Liberty winning because that means the Lynx would still be tied with the Comets for winning the most WNBA titles at 4. All right, let me see. Justin asked this question. Let me take this down. Question here. Did those former UH players ever win that tournament where they lost in the title game to the Ohio State alums, Jared Sullinger and that crew. And as the TBT works, it's winner take all. So the Forever Cougs did not win any money for finishing second. No, they did not. And the scrimmage, I don't believe there will be a red and white scrimmage because of the Cougs exhibition game against the Aggies. And I got an official press release today about it. Of course, I was the first person to mention it publicly. But so I don't believe it's going to be a red and white scrimmage. But the Cougs Aggies exhibition game still taking place on Sunday, October 27th, 4 o'clock at Fertitta Center. Coach Sampson mentioned, he said it, the Cougs are having a scrimmage on next Saturday. The opponent is unknown, but I'm pretty sure I have a good idea who it is. but that is not open to the public. So the only exhibition game, Cougs versus the Aggies, that is open to the public. Tickets are available for purchase at uhcougars.com. So Aggie fans, Aggie alums, if you would like to attend the exhibition game, it's for charity, raise money for victims of the Hurricane Beryl devastation. So you can go to uhcougars.com to purchase tickets. Ticket sales haven't been brisk so far, but I think as we get closer to the 27th and the actual event, ticket sales should pick up. I'd be shocked if it's sold out because it's an exhibition game. It's preseason basically, but who knows? So, all right, as mentioned. Oh, and by the way, my nickname, courtesy of my man MJ Matt Jackson and Jeremy Foster, radio, back in the day, the Ladies Man. That was my nickname, the Ladies Man. And you tune into Let's Talk Houston Rockets, a future show. I may provide more details about how I got that nickname. Let's leave it at that. But yes, Coach Rudy T, when we were doing a draft night special and he sat down with us, he said, Ladies Man, good to see you talking. So then we talked about drafts and stuff. But yeah, okay. Now, for, let's see, a few moments, going to play a clip from, and yes, and Justin, Kelvin Cato is in a roundabout way responsible for my nickname, the Ladies Man, because he hooked a brother up back in the day. So I'll just leave it at that. We'll talk about that another show because this is a takeover, still on BS3, and I don't want to get them in trouble. But as promised, here is a few minutes of my conversation with Coogs commit Isiah Harwell and his dad, Ron Harwell. Mr. Harwell, Ron is going to be talking first about his conversation with head coach Kelvin Sampson and how that talk with Coach Sampson really put his mind at ease about Isiah's decision to pick the Cougs. You're watching this edition of the Houston Roundball Takeover, sponsored by the Saxenian family, watching it on YouTube, Facebook, and Roku via the BS3 Network.
We were speaking to each other as fathers, right?
Okay.
Parents. And so that what sold me, right? I could relate to that, right? And so with that, I was able to understand where he was coming from as far as the demands that he's going to have on my son. I said, hey, no shortcuts here. We want the demands, and my son's a hardworking individual, right? He has a good heart. He's a God-sent heart. He's put a lot into his craft and playing ball. He's always given 100%, right? And that's what coach wants, is 100%. So, hey, by all means, it was a match made in heaven,
Excellent.
So
yeah,
without knowing heaven.
Right. Understood.
Well, yeah, I get that point, but yeah, it was a good talk. It was a very good talk. I felt that, again, he was being as honest as possible, and he was being sincere as possible, as much as possible. And I told him, and I'm a man of faith. My family is, we study the Bible. We're into it. We know that all things come from the Lord. And we give all honor and praise to God. So with that and our basis, he just came down to us. Well, rather, he came up, right, with respect to just our understanding of our belief in God and stuff. And again, that was a touching conversation that we had, and I really appreciate that he did that.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to answer that question, because I'm always curious. I've had an opportunity to talk to a few young men who committed to colleges and stuff. I never talked to their dad or their mom, so this is the first for me.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for arranging it.
Yes, sir.
And so, and I look forward to meeting you when you guys get down here to Houston, and because I've covered the Cougs for a long time and hope to continue doing it. So thank you for taking time to talk to me. Now, Isiah, get ready, man. It's me and you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Isiah, what are your thoughts on what your dad said? Well, first, let me ask you this. Did you know that it was your choice of Houston? He was not sure up until the final moments of your decision. Did you know that?
I I didn't know his thoughts exactly, but he told me it was gonna be my decision overall. So, I was trying to just prayed on it a lot, and came down to it.
So when did you know that you were going to pick Houston?
I had a really strong feeling after the Houston visit, and then after I took my last visit, and then I talked about it with my brothers and everything, and then that's when I knew.
Okay, I have not seen you play. So for me and for everybody who's going to watch this, describe your game, and is there one particular player that you pattern your game after?
I describe my game as a two-way player, and I could score from all three levels. I don't really think I put it after a certain player, more so than I just take a lot from different other players.
And okay, well, how many players or who are those players that you take things from?
Quite a bit. I like to take things from Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and just a lot of like people that kind of like symbolize me.
There you go, a clip of my conversation with Isiah Harwell, top 10, some say top 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 in the class of 2025, committed to the Cougs a few weeks ago. He's like 6'6", 210. 1, 2, 3 can play at some point, 2 play the wing, etc. So he and his dad spoke with me on Tuesday, and we got it done. I really appreciate that. And Isiah said he'll be here in town to attend the Coogs Aggies Exhibition Game. So I'm looking forward to meeting him that day. And sound like a good young man. Got his feet planted on the ground. And he said, because I asked him, you can watch the full conversation on my YouTube channel. He said it's not a guarantee that he'll be a one and done. It depends on how he develops. And he said it's in God's hands, how things work out. So it's not etched in stone. He's still coming off his ACL injury he had in January, so earlier this year. He'll be cleared for 100% in November, so next month. And then play this year at Wasatch Academy and hopefully win a championship. That's his goal. And then he'll head to Houston May or June, and we'll go from there. But, all right. Justin, CA, Big 12 announced its network designations for men's basketball. That's the image you put out there. And here's something that, is really impressive. All 160 league contests are slated for broadcast on all ESPN platforms, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ESPN Plus, in addition to airing on CBS sports platforms, including CBS, CBS Sports Network, and Paramount Plus. All of them, all of the conference games, men's conference games, will be televised, streamed, whatever. 10 men's basketball non-conference games played at Big 12 venues are slated for linear broadcast, tipping off with North Carolina visiting Kansas on Friday, November 8th. That's the first week of college hoops. And that's the day before the Cougs face Auburn in town at Toyota Center. It's a big week of college basketball. And then Duke at Arizona on Friday, November 22nd. First year for Arizona being in the Big 12. Well, looking forward to this season. Basketball in the Big 12 is going to be just awesome. Men's basketball conference play begins on Monday, December 30th, with Kansas State hosting Cincinnati and Colorado welcoming Iowa State for a doubleheader on CBS Sports Network as part of a new package that includes 20 Big 12, should be men's basketball games, but it's their press release, on the channel. The following day, ESPN2 broadcasts Arizona State at BYU to close the first window of games. The regular season closes with all 16 schools playing on Saturday, March 8th, led by the last of 6 over-the-air CBS broadcasts as Iowa State visits Kansas State. ESPN is slated to cover Arizona at Kansas while Houston at Baylor, Utah at BYU, and Texas Tech at Arizona State are flex picks. Finalized details for flex picks will be announced closer to the game dates. Okay, keep in mind what let me go back real quick. All the Big 12 men's basketball conference games slated to be shown. ESPN platforms, linear. You get the idea. Women's basketball, same day, Big 12 announced their slate of national broadcasts, linear broadcasts. The Big 12 announced its women's basketball linear television coverage continues to grow and will feature 19 linear selections across the 2024-25 season. This is the most selections by the league's broadcast partners since 2018-19. In addition, you saw it, CA. Allstate is just on the women's basketball stuff. I don't know. That has to mean something. So Allstate is just sponsoring women's basketball for the conference. I don't know, because Allstate is not on the graphic for the men, but it is on for the women. That means something. Hopefully y'all find out more at the Big 12 Media Day, the tip-off in a couple weeks in Kansas City. In addition to conference play, coverage this season for women's hoops includes 3 non-conference contests, with TCU facing 2 2024 Final Four teams, including NC State on Sunday, November 17th on ESPN, and defending national champ South Carolina on Sunday, December 8th on ESPN2. I'm hoping to be at that game right there in Fort Worth. Kansas will face Penn State in Lawrence on Sunday, December 15th on ESPNU. All right, but y'all saw it right there. First paragraph, 19 linear selections across for this season. Women's basketball, Big 12 conference games, Big 12 games, women's basketball games. How many of those 19 will feature the Houston Cougars women's basketball team? How many of y'all think? How many? 6? 5? 4? 3? 4? 5? 4? There you go. Waiting for somebody to type it up. Y'all knew the answer. I'll just wait for y'all to type it. That's all. That's all. Yes. Bingo. Zippo. Zip, zip, zip. But, all right. Just put it out there. All right. In these closing moments, I want to get to a couple of things, a lot of things, as quickly as I can. First contest dates on Mondays approved for D1 men's and women's basketball. Just real quick, the new rules permit schools to begin playing the first game of the regular season on the Monday that is 22 weeks before the start of the Division I men's and women's basketball championship finals. Currently, in both sports, the length of the season fluctuates between 21 and 22 weeks based on when the championship occurs. So going forward, starting next season, that first Monday that is 22 weeks before the start of the championship finals, that will be the start of the season. The next few years, there's one of those, like 6 or 7. That first game is like the last Monday in October. So, but just putting it out there, the season will be 22 weeks long going forward. All right. Tuesday, the NCAA Division I Council approved changes to the notification of transfer windows in football and men's and women's basketball from a total of 45 days to 30 days, effective immediately. The changes, which were initially introduced in June, are intended to provide greater stability to student athletes, student assets, and programs in better alignment with academic terms and, in some cases, professional league draft rules. Moving forward, the notification of transfer windows in hoops will be open for 30 days, starting the day after the conclusion of the second round of the NCAA tournament, when 91% of the teams in both men's and women's hoops have concluded their season. For this academic year, the window will be open March 24th through April 22nd for men's hoops and March 25th through April 23rd for women's hoops. In both the football FCS and FBS, the notification of transfer windows will be a total of 30 days spread over 2 windows. The first window will be open the Monday after the FBS Conference Championship weekend for 20 days, and the second window will be open in the spring for 10 days. For this year, academic year, the windows will be open December 9th through 28th and April 16th through 25th. Student athletes seeking to transfer and be recruited by other schools to compete the following year must provide their current school with notice during the window for their sport. The window is for notice only and does not impact the amount of time a student might need to decide whether to ultimately transfer and to what school. Skipping forward just a little bit. National Letter of Intent. The council also adopted changes to NCAA signing rules that transition the National Letter of Intent program protections into signing and recruiting rules effective immediately, which means no more NLI. The change was made at the recommendation of the Conference Commissioners Association. Moving forward, written offers of athletics aid will replace the NLI, and the previous formula for determining signing dates will be applied to those written offers. Transfer prospects may be signed by a new school once their names are permissibly entered in the transfer portal. After a prospect signs a written offer of athletics aid, other schools that offer athletically related financial aid will be prohibited, from recruiting communications with that prospect. Okay, y'all say so. MTEs in basketball. The council received an update from the Division I men's and women's basketball oversight committees, which approved, check this out, everybody, Bobby, CA, Justin, which approved a blanket waiver for this season for multiple team event rules that otherwise limit each event to one team per conference and limit teams from participating in the same event more than once in a 4-year period. Both oversight committees will conduct a thorough review of MTE requirements in the next year, including whether to extend that blanket waiver for next season. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Players Era Festival taking place in Vegas. So, what do y'all think about that? All right, closing moments. See if I can squeeze this in 2 minutes. I'll talk about the ACC. Well, no, I'm going to forget that. I'll do it in a future clip on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. The ACC right now is finishing up their 3rd day of basketball media days. Day 1, day 2, and day 3 have aired on the ACC network, a linear network. Either you have it or you don't. You know about it. It's a linear network. The Big 12 basketball tip-off will be 2 days, October 22nd and 23rd in Kansas City. So little under 2 weeks. Have y'all seen anything about which network is going to air it? Have you heard anything about it other than my mentions here on the TAKEOVER and on YouTube? Day 1, and it's 16 teams. Okay, so you got the women's teams. Women's teams will be done on day 1. Men teams will be done on day 2. All 16 each, one and the other. It sounds like Women's Media Day will be on ESPN Plus. Excuse me, the Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. I assume the Big 12 Men's Media Day will be shown on ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU. It's dangerous to assume, but because nothing has been mentioned about it yet in terms of promotion and marketing, that's all I can do is assume. Why is that? Big 12 men's basketball especially is supposed to be, according to the conference itself, the best conference in men's college basketball. So go back to what I said last week's show. The Big 12 needs to do a better job promoting and marketing its product. 20-game conference schedule this year for men's hoops. Start getting the word out about where fans can watch Media Day. Start generating interest in all these talented teams in your conference. Don't make this complicated. But anyhow, I'll be there. Hopefully I'll be there in Kansas City. Change my plans a little bit. Got to cut back on the budget and do what I can. But buy you a Roundball Review mug, cap, shirt. Support the Roundball Review. Get you some merch. New hoodies, zip-up hoodies are out there available as well. You want to advertise on the show, you can always advertise it. Email me at advertise@thehrr.com. A lot of ways to support. You can advertise on the website, advertise on the blogs, advertise on the reels, on the videos, on this show. Advertise@thehrr.com. That'll do it. Wrap it up. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Bobby, CA, Justin for taking time out of your day to participate in the discussion. And always remember this: the Houston Roundball Review. Since 1994. Local name, global perspective. Everyone, take care. Peace.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today, it's Thursday, October 10th, 2024. Number 1, Bob Woodward's latest book, War, covers 3 significant conflicts: the war in Ukraine, the Middle East, and the battle over the American presidency. The book alleges that Donald Trump maintained contact with Vladimir Putin even after leaving office and pressured Republicans to block military aid to Ukraine. It also highlights President Biden's frustrations with both Attorney General Merrick Garland and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Number 2, the EPA has finalized a rule requiring U.S. water utilities to replace all lead pipes within the next decade to address lead contamination in drinking water. Lead exposure, particularly harmful to children, can cause developmental delays and behavioral issues, while adults face risks like heart disease. Despite concerns about the $45 billion cost and timeline, experts say the rule will protect millions from lead poisoning and improve public health. Number 3, we all struggle, just like now, this just proves your point. Number 3, we all struggle with focus sometimes. One common distraction is multitasking, which actually slows you down. Focus on one task at a time to boost efficiency. Social media is another big culprit, pulling you away from work for extended periods. Try limiting your usage breaks to stay on track. Check out our health column in today's newsletter. Number 4, it's Black Voters Matter Thursday, and check this out. An Ohio sheriff sparked controversy by suggesting people with Kamala Harris yard signs should house immigrants if she wins the presidency. Sheriff Bruce Zukowski's Facebook post called illegal immigrants human locusts and proposed recording the addresses of Harris supporters. The ACLU of Ohio condemned the post as a threat to political expression, while Zukowski defended his comments as free speech. Number 5, October brings various awareness campaigns, but World Mental Health Day stands out as a crucial observance. This year's theme, "It is time to prioritize mental health in the workplace," is especially relevant for the Black community, who face higher rates of depression and anxiety, but often struggle to access support. To foster real change, businesses must create inclusive environments, address systemic racism, and provide safe spaces for open mental health discussions. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. To break old habits and embrace healthier choices, try something different and step outside your comfort zone. All right. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with our mental health and wellness contributor, Aprilette Russell, as we discuss the day's top headlines and more. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.